We see them every day. Usually, our first reaction is to just swat them away, right? But behind that buzz, there's this incredible story of survival and transformation, and even purpose happening right under our noses. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret life of one of the most misunderstood creatures out there.
So, I gotta ask, what is a fly to you? Seriously, is it just that annoying thing buzzing around your food at a picnic, or is there maybe something more to it? That's really the big question we're diving into, and I promise the answer might actually change the way you see them for good. We're about to peel back all the layers on this tiny, tiny survivor. And this quote, it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's this perfect reminder that, wonder and complexity, that's not just for the lions and the eagles. Sometimes, the most mind-blowing stories are happening on a scale so small you could miss it.
All right, so every hero needs an origin story, right? Well, the fly is no exception. But its story doesn't kick off with some big dramatic explosion. Nope, it starts in these really quiet, hidden spots, way out of our sight.
This is it. This is where it all begins. A tiny little egg, so small it's practically invisible, just tucked away in some damp leaves or a piece of forgotten food. And from this super vulnerable starting point, a whole life of insane challenges and adaptation is about to just explode into action.
Okay, so once that egg hatches, it's not what you'd call a fly, not even close. It's a larva. And this little creature has one and only one mission in life: eat. It is just a non-stop eating machine, basically, just chowing down, turning all that organic stuff into fuel for what is, without a doubt, the most dramatic transformation it'll ever go through.
Okay, now this is where things get really, really cool. The larva just vanishes. It seals itself away from the world to go through this process that is so total, it's honestly like something out of a sci-fi movie. This is what we call the Great Transformation.
You can think of this whole metamorphosis thing like a three-act play. So, Act 1, we've got the larva, right? The constant eater. Then, for Act 2, it enters the pupal stage, building this tough little protective case around itself. And for the grand finale, Act 3, something brand new emerges. It's a complete and total rebirth. And you will not believe what's happening inside that pupal case. I mean, this is not just a little nap. The larva's entire body is basically turned into soup and then completely rebuilt. We're talking everything: wings, those crazy compound eyes, legs, all the internal organs it's going to need to fly, all of it built from scratch. It's a complete biological reboot.
So when that adult fly finally breaks out, what you're looking at is a masterpiece of natural engineering. Seriously, it comes equipped with what you could basically call a superhero's toolkit, all designed for one thing: high-speed survival.
Okay, look at this number. 200. Just 200. What do you think that could be? It's not its speed, it's not its size. No, it's something way more impressive than that.
That's 200 wing beats per second, every single second. That unbelievable speed is the secret sauce. It's what lets a fly just hover in midair, pivot on a dime, and pull off those insane aerial acrobatics that make it so ridiculously hard to catch. It's a true master of flight.
But being an amazing flyer is only half the battle, right? To actually survive, the fly relies on this whole arsenal of super advanced senses. These things let it see and feel the world in ways that, honestly, we can barely even wrap our heads around.
All right, here's another number for you. Almost 360 degrees. And nope, we're not talking about flight patterns here. This is all about awareness. This is the key to its uncanny ability to sense danger from, well, pretty much anywhere. The secret? It's all in the eyes. Those big, intricate, compound eyes give the fly this incredible, almost 360-degree panoramic view of the world. It can literally see you coming from the front, from the side, even from behind, all at the same time. You make the slightest twitch, and poof, it's gone. And believe it or not, the toolkit gets even better. A fly can smell a piece of fruit from clear across the yard. It can taste things just by landing on them. Yeah, it has tasters on its feet. And get this, it's not all just raw instinct. Flies can actually remember where they found good food, and they learn from experience to stay away from dangerous spots. There's a lot more strategy going on in that tiny little head than you'd think. So, okay, we've established that the fly is an absolutely incredible survivor. But does it have a purpose beyond just, staying alive? The answer is a huge yes. And this is where we're going to shift gears a bit and look beyond just one fly to its crucial role in the entire world.
Really, it all just boils down to perspective. What we see as an unwelcome guest, nature sees as a vital recycler. What we call an annoying pest, the ecosystem calls a critical food source. The fly isn't an intruder. Its very existence is a totally essential part of a much, much bigger system.
Think of them as nature's cleanup crew. That's their main job. Remember those larvae we were talking about? Well, they are absolute experts at breaking down decaying stuff. They're basically essential recyclers, turning waste back into nutrients for the soil. Without them, that whole critical process would just grind to a halt.
And it doesn't stop at recycling. They are a fundamental piece of the food web. So many animals depend on them for food: birds, frogs, spiders, tons of other insects. To them, a fly isn't a pest, it's dinner. They are an absolutely critical link in the entire chain of life.
And this timeline really puts their whole high-stakes life into perspective. I mean, the entire epic journey, from that tiny egg to a larva to a pupa, and finally to a flying adult that can lay its own eggs, all of that happens in just a couple of weeks. It's like their whole life is lived on fast forward, driven by this intense, urgent need to just survive and reproduce.
At the end of the day, this quote really says it all, doesn't it? The story of the fly, it's not really about being a pest. It's a story about unbelievable resilience, incredible adaptation, and all the hidden complexity that's literally everywhere in nature if we just, take a second to actually look.
So, maybe the next time you see a fly, you won't reach for the swatter quite so fast. Maybe you'll just take a second to think about the insane journey it's been on to get there. And that kind of leaves us with one last thought, right? If a creature this common, this everyday, is this complex, what other incredible secrets is the world hiding, right in plain sight?